Good afternoon, people. What's happening, everybody? Marlon Lyons with I.C.Y. Legacy. Listen, man, I just wanted to come before you for a moment to be able to share with you. At some point in time, we got to start looking at how we can be able to improve our situations. And a lot of us are in a position to improve our situations, but we don't realize that because nobody's told us that we're in a position to be able to improve our situation. I'll give you an example. If you have a job right now and you're currently working anywhere from 8 hours a day to 10, to some of you are working 12 hours per day. If you were unable to continue working, would your lifestyle change? Would your lifestyle go backwards? Would your lifestyle be disrupted at any way, shape, or form, financially speaking, if you were to not be able to go into work? Most of you would say yes. When I tell you that I sell insurance for a living, a lot of times people will dismiss that and be like, I'm good, I've got insurance. Yeah, I understand you have insurance, but do you have a plan that actually lines up with your current state of affairs and life in regards to insurance? That's my question for you. And people look at me now kind of confused when I ask that question, and they say, well, what do you mean exactly? Just what I said. If you were to tell me what your day looks like starting at 7 o'clock in the morning till about 6 o'clock in the evening, if anything involved in your day entails you physically being able to get up, move around, and do whatever it is that you do for money, and that would be disrupted, what are your plans for the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months if that were to happen or transpire? What is your plan? Well, I have this and I have that. And I say, okay, have you actually taken the time to be able to find out how that works? What's the turnaround time? How long it will take before your claim will be satisfied? For example, let's say you got disability insurance at your current position. And let's say that disability insurance is short-term disability. Do you have any idea what that looks like? And I apologize for the windshield. I'm in the rain right now because we're in lovely Michigan and that's how it goes. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Do you have a way to be able to calculate exactly to the penny how much that would be coming in if you were to be in a situation where you were no longer able to go to work on a day-to-day basis? Do you have any idea how long it would take before those things were to kick in? How long the process would be? How many things you would have to gather? Medical records, authorizations or permissions from your employer to be able to verify a letter from HR that you're no longer able to work, your doctor's letter, all of those things that go into being able to file a claim. Do you have any idea how long it would take before the money that you depend on every single day would start flowing in? That's just one avenue in terms of what insurance does for you. Let's talk about another avenue for those of you that have older parents like I do. If one of the two of your parents is now starting to become more and more debilitated in some way, shape, or form, what's the family plan to be able to now take care of them and make sure that they are able to maintain some semblance and quality of a lifestyle? I'm talking about things like going to the grocery store. I'm talking about being able to now have your parents in a position where they need somebody to assist them for toileting, for changing, for clothes, for being able to get dressed. What about people that may need a ramp on their home to be able to get in and out of it? Somebody may have had a stroke and now they're partially paralyzed on one side. These are what are called long-term care issues when it comes to insurance. There's two types of aspects for your medical care when it comes to you being looked at from an insurance standpoint. Number one is what we call acute care. That means that you're going to now be able to have something done that's going to improve or maintain your situation. In other words, that's where you can come back through rehab or other things of that nature. The second area is what's called convalescent care. Convalescent care is a little bit more detailed and intricate in the sense that whereas there's going to be something going on that's going to be of an ongoing, permanent nature. Unfortunately, that is what convalescent care does. And as a result of that, basically that turns into what's called a long-term care situation. What do I mean when I say that? What I mean is let's say, for example, you're a person that's 65 years or older. You're on Medicare. The difference between Medicare and Medicaid is Medicare deals with age, Medicaid deals with income. A lot of people confuse the two. The reason why I'm talking about that is because when you turn 65 and go on to Medicare, they have something what is called a skilled nursing provision within your Medicare coverage. Skilled nursing provisions does not cover convalescent care. For those of you that's over 65, if you look at the Medicare and You book and you look up what is or what is not covered by Medicare, you will see that that is clearly stated as something that is not covered by Medicare. You say, well, Marlon, what does this have to do with you telling me you sell insurance? What it has to do with is being able to let you know the difference between what I'm doing and what they're doing. What I'm doing is I'm trying to work with the people that have been underserved. That is the majority of the people that I work with and have worked with over the continuation of my career, is I work with the underserved. What does that mean specifically? What that means is that I work with the group of people that worked for a living. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody that's a white collar worker when I say that, but I'm talking about the people that worked in terms of back-breaking labor type work, blue collar, regular middle America people that go to work and they're too busy trying to figure out how to be able to get the kids off to school, get them to basketball practice, find some time to be able to eat something, be able to now enjoy a baseball game, whatever the case may be, just regular everyday stuff. Want to have a cabin up in the woods that I can go and be able to relax, fish, and hunt in. A guy that just wants to be able to get an F-150, pay off his little cottage, and maintain his property that he has in the main areas of where he lives, and just find an opportunity to enjoy some time with his family every now and then. Those are the type of people that I serve. UAW workers. I've been in the Metro Detroit area serving people in the insurance business for the last 16 years. And over that course of time, I've covered every nook and cranny of this city, and I've seen people in the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And all the while, what I've tried to do is be able to teach people how to have a plan of action for the foundational aspects of insurance. And what that means is that I'm trying to reach people where they are, not where I am, because I know that what I have to offer is very valuable. But if people don't know about it, they can't do anything about it, and I'm trying to change that circumstance. And I don't know anything about this technical stuff, this social media, but what I do know is I need to have people that really understand that insurance is a planned event. You are not your name. You are a social security number. Every one of us are. And as a result of that, basically, we are looking at how we can be able to now move forward together and create a common enough bond that the little guy can start being able to have some insight as to what the big guys have known all along. Very wealthy people have very large life insurance policies. They have them because they are running businesses that are running and operating off of debt, and they're going to extract all of the value out of those said businesses until they pass away. And when they pass away, they're going to use the life insurance to replenish what they used up and leave it to their heirs and continue that process. You need to learn how to do the same thing, and that's why I'm here. The name of my company is I.C.Y. Legacy. What I.C.Y. stands for is Insured Communities Yield Legacy. This is my YouTube channel. I'm trying to be able to now get a little bit more traction in the way that I'm going about making these videos, which is very uncomfortable for me because this is not my particular genre. But guess what? Desperate times call for desperate measures, and my number one goal is to be able to make a difference in the communities that I am around and that I serve. And so my agenda is simple. I want to talk about the 4 core areas of general estate planning in the foundational aspects. What are those 4 core areas? The 4 core areas are life insurance, medical expenses, long-term care planning, and retirement and savings planning. And that means that I need to talk to people about those 4 things that mean and matter most to them, and then construct plans that are diagrammed out to be able to help them see their way through the fall. That's my goal. That's my objective. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. And with your help, if you hear my voice and you sound like, if I sound like I'm somebody that you want to get to know, then I would like to do that. I would like to get to know you, and I would like to be able to get you to know I.C.Y. Legacy, and you will be able to see how we can benefit you by being able to help you plan your future, set your family up on high, and then potentially be able to now secure what it is that we have built up to this point. Again, my name is Marlon Lyons. Hoping to get a chance to meet you, talk to you, spend more time with you, but check us out and see why we are the company that you want to be with when it comes to your life insurance.